Hello, this is Annette with Project Refine Life. Welcome to my channel. I am here with another fun tag. The tag today is My Vibrant Decks by Lunaria 33. So this is a fun tag all about tarot and oracle that are bright and vibrant and just scream color. So I did my best to pull everything that I have in my collection that is bright and colorful. So let's get going. So the Light Seers, of course, I think this is probably going to be just on everybody's list, but the Light Seers is one of those decks that just screams colors. I mean, everything that you get from this deck is with this beautiful use of colors. Chris Ann does a wonderful job of just pushing through emotion with this beautiful shading, and the way that she mixes the colors is just absolutely gorgeous. The way that she lets it shine through and illuminate through the cards is just beautiful. That is just one of my favorites. Those rainbows just flowing out of the fingertips, just absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna try to do this tag really quick because I have kids to pick up. But I thought this is a fun tag and I want to do it, so here we are. So I'm not going to go through the whole deck, but that is the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann. The next one by Chris Ann is the Muse Tarot. The Muse Tarot, this deck, I spent an entire month with this deck because I just really wanted to get to know it. This was a while back, but this is one of those decks that I don't really pick up all that often, but when I do, I'm like, wow, why don't I pick it up more? Because it's really fun and vibrant and creative, and it just pops. Like the whole thing just pops. Her use of color is just amazing. She brings all these layers into the deck with the color that she uses, and I love that she includes in this particular deck like all these roses. It just, I don't know, it brings me a certain kind of vibe. Maybe it's my Mexican heritage with all the flowers and the roses, and my mom always had roses outside of our house, and just seeing all these flowers and the vibrancy is just very beautiful. Anyhow, this is the Muse Tarot by Chris Ann. I've got some pairs here. So this is the Journey of the Sacred Bee and the Wisdom of the Sacred Bee. And both of these are just so bright, so colorful, so beautiful with the way that she did these cards. They are upside down. Oops. This card, I love the way that she mixed the media here, and you have these older images along with this just vibrancy that's just shining through. And that one, ooh, look at that. That is perfect for this season, right? Leo season, nice and strong in there. But this deck is just so vibrant, so beautiful. This deck screams like spring and summer and just these beautiful colors just popping out. And what's interesting to me with this deck is that you do have this depth here with these darker images and these black and white images, and then you have all this color that just pops, and it's just stunning. It's just a very beautiful and stunning deck. Look at that one. Just gorgeous. This is one of my favorites. My favorite priestesses. I mean, look at her. She's beautiful. All right, so let's go ahead and then take a look at the Wisdom of the Sacred Bee Oracle. And the same thing here, like, well, of course, these two are a pair, right? But look at these. Look at these two together. They are just beautiful. I love this. And I like how this deck, above and beyond like the colors, and this is really not what this tag is about, but the key words on this deck are really good. I really love this. Look at that. Look at all the colors here. So while we're discussing decks who are by the same creator, I have here the Santa Muerte Tarot and the Santa Muerte Oracle by Fabio Lestrani. And these decks, oh my goodness, talk about vibrant. You know, this deck, some people would say that it's dark, but not me. Oh my goodness, look at all the beautiful use of color. And again, you know, I'm talking about how my heritage just uses color just beautifully, and just everything is vibrant. Like if you go into Mexico and you look at the houses and you look at some of the clothing and the way that things are, they're just vibrant, they just pop. And even here, this is a deeper, richer card, but look at how bright the red is and the way that it shines through. To me, this is one of my vibrant decks. Now, the accompanying Oracle deck, which is the Santa Muerte Oracle, this one to me is even more vibrant than the tarot deck. I don't know, there's like that one right there, but this one even sings more, it pops up more, and the images seem to be, well, maybe not that one, but the images seem to come at you even a little bit more than in the tarot deck. Look at her. Oh my goodness, just beautiful. I love the work that he did on this deck. It is just beautiful, and I love the way that their crowns are just glowing here. Oh my goodness, the color in this deck is just beautiful. This creator has created such beautiful, absolutely stunning, vibrant decks. I mean, it's amazing. Gabby Angus West created the Bonfire Tarot and the Tarot Avatara. I always want to put a Mexican spin on that, but this is the Bonfire Tarot, and she does have the Weird Sisters here. This is still kind of wrapped up because I'm still getting to know this deck, but oh my goodness, look at her use of color. And even with this deck, like it's on that deep black background, but look at how beautiful and vibrant everything is in this deck. Now, you know, when I first saw this tag, I thought, I don't know that I have that many vibrant decks, but that is not true at all. I had to bring down like this bag of decks so that I could not take all kinds of trips down here. And once I start working with this deck, then I'll transfer it to a bag because I don't like them separated, and give it a proper home. But this deck is just, oh my goodness. Now, along those lines of the Bonfire Tarot, then she created my absolutely, I just adore this deck because of the subject matter, and that is the Tarot Avatara, and the whole focus of this deck is Frida, and you cannot get any more vibrant or colorful than Frida. Oh my goodness, she lived her life in color, and Gabby did this deck and Frida so much justice. I adore this deck. This is one of my all-time favorite, most beautiful, most wonderful, most open and talkative decks that I have. I just absolutely adore this deck, from everything from the linen cardstock that it's on to the bold, beautiful, vibrant colors. This deck is just everything to me. I just love this deck so much. Next, we have the Star Tarot, and this deck, oh my goodness, this deck, I got it at the end of the year last year because I kept seeing Candy over at Candy Soul and Soil work with this deck, and I was like, oh my goodness, that's really not my style, but I really want it. And then when I got the deck, I was absolutely blown away by how beautiful this artwork is, which I'm saying that and laughing because it's really not my style, but I absolutely adore this deck. Maybe it's the contents of the guidebook, I don't know, but this deck, guys, this deck, if you don't have it, this deck is absolutely stunning, and it's vibrant and it's loud and it's just like boom, kind of like in your face. Look at that, see? As I'm talking about that, you get the Two of Wands where it's just coming at you. Oh my goodness, look at all the rainbows and all these beautiful colors. I love that. Just absolutely, absolutely stunning. This is a vibrant as all heck deck. So, I rhymed. Did you hear that? Vibrant all as heck deck. Wow, I am amazing today. Bringing in some oracles here. The Prairie Majesty Oracle. This is another really vibrant deck. Now, there are some very grounding colors in it, but overall, it is just vibrant and bright, and you have all of these beautiful little like pastel colors, but look at how they're just mixed together. It's just bright, and it made one of my good mood decks because look at it. And it's because of this brightness within this deck and all the color. It's just a beautiful deck, and this one's available in mass market now, and this is a good deck to have. And then also don't forget the grandmother's deck that they have out is on Kickstarter between her and Mighty in the Sky, and I just absolutely love both of them. So the next, another Chris Ann deck, of course, the Sacred Creators. This deck is, I really like this deck. I think a lot of people pass on this deck, but you have all these beautiful colors within this deck, and this deck is very deep. If you are a creator of any type or running a business or anything like that, just creating within your life in general, I mean, we all are creators of one sense or another, and this deck just has all these beautiful colors. Now, I believe that the independent deck was even more vibrant than this one, so even with as vibrant as this one is, it still has almost a little bit of a muted tone, but this is a vibrant deck, and the messages are good and strong, and it kind of coincides with the tarot. If you didn't know that, this deck does that. So this is a really cool deck, and it's full of color. Now we have the Dream Dust Shamanic Tarot, and this deck, you know, it is full of these beautiful paintings, and the paintings, I mean, this deck is really, really deep. But one of the things, and you may think, oh, it's just paintings, but no, there are images that are kind of inside here. So like if you look in here, you can see the face in there. But as far as vibrant deck goes, these decks are, I mean, look at the, not these decks, these cards are so vibrant, so fiery, so full of energy and life. This deck is absolutely beautiful, and one of the decks that I really work deeply with. This is a deep, deep deck for me, but even the backs, look at the backs, look at how beautiful they are. So that is the Dream Dust Shamanic Tarot, and you know what? I'm sorry guys, but I believe this one is sold out. But it is a very deep deck, beautiful deck that I work with for very deep and sensitive times. Love, love, love this deck. Okay, another tarot deck that is just beautiful and bright and bold is the Luminous Void Tarot. And this deck, it's soft, but extremely vibrant. All these beautiful watercolors that just kind of run in to one color and then the next. I just love, look at how beautiful that is. I love what she did with this deck, and the way that the color just runs and bleeds from one to the other, but yet even with that, it's defined and beautiful. This is one of those decks that I hold very dearly, and nothing really compares to this deck. This is a one-of-a-kind deck, just gorgeous. So much color and just so, so vibrant and bright. Next, I have the Soul Tree Oracle cards, and this is another deck. Like if you look at the back, that beautiful purple on the back, and then this deck is so vibrant. This is a great deck if you want to work with the chakras. I keep dropping things, but anyhow, this deck is just beautiful and vibrant. And even here, see this back, the black background, and then you have this white trunk coming in, but you have these deep colors, just kind of vibrant colors just pushing through. If you can see like blues in here and reds. Oh, that is my Instant Pot going off. So if you can hear it in the background, please forgive me, but cooking food, trying to multitask here. So sorry about that. Just living life here, guys. But this is one of my beautiful, vibrant decks. See, guys, I didn't think I had that many vibrant decks, but gosh, I really do. I have quite a few. The next is Seeds of Shakti Oracle. Oh my gosh, I love this little deck. Nobody could peel this little deck away from me, seriously. And it is so beautiful and vibrant. I just love her use of colors, and again, that kind of blending of colors. I don't know what this is called. I'm sure that it's, maybe, I'm not sure. Maybe it's watercolor. I have no idea, guys. Oh, look at that beautiful mala card. Seriously though, guys, when it comes to vibrant decks, look at how beautiful this is. This is just a gorgeous, gorgeous little deck. And I love that it's small and kind of fits in the palm of my hands. But the energy that comes from this deck and the subject matter of this deck, oh, I am in love with the Seeds of Shakti Oracle. Getting to the last two here, guys. Okay, this is the Earthcraft Oracle. And this deck, oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. And I use this deck a lot. And this is a really deep and transformative deck for me. It is just glowing with vibrance and energy and movement, and it is just beautiful. I cannot believe how many vibrant decks I really do have in my collection. I went up there and did like a speed, like, let's just take these decks and see which ones are vibrant. And I could not believe how many I had, because I really didn't think that I had that many, but I may have many more vibrant decks than my more dark or serious ones. Look at how beautiful this deck is. I just don't think that this deck gets enough credit out there, and it is just simply, simply gorgeous. This deck, the subject matter of this deck, and how deep it is. If you want some grounding, man, this is the deck. The last deck that I'm sharing with you today is the Stunning Tarot. I have the 3rd edition, and this deck just blows me away. These are the backs on the 3rd edition, but come on, guys. I mean, look at all the color in this deck. Even the black always has this purple in it, or these beautiful white drawings just kind of coming up and out of it. Look at this one. You have the black and then the yellow and the red, and it just, like, you cannot deny that this, being as deep of a deck as it is an amazing deck. But man, is it vibrant and loud. I love it. This is like my witchy deck. I absolutely adore this deck. It is so good to work with. I think I'm going to keep it down here, because I think I'm going to be working with this deck. So that's it, guys. Those are my vibrant decks. And to my surprise, I really did have a lot more decks than I really even realized. I had no idea that I have so many vibrant decks. Some of them I knew, like the Tarot of Eteria. Like, I knew that that is like a really loud deck and bright, but I really had no idea how many I actually did have that are really, really bright. But I do. I have a lot. I still have more that I can't even fit into this whole picture. So, Lunera33, I'd like to thank you so much. I appreciate you creating another fun tag for us to just relax and enjoy and just let everything else just kind of melt away for a little bit. So thank you so much. I wish you a beautiful day. From my heart to yours, I will see you later.